Today is officially the third day of quarantine here in California. Let me put you at ease and let you know that I am well beyond 6 feet of distance from anyone. Whatever your view on this pandemic is, one thing is undeniable, and that is that we are all being affected by it in one way or another.
The end of the line for the toilet paper and paper towels is right here.
But most importantly, there is yet another undeniable truth, and that is that we will get through this. So this got me thinking and reflecting, and I want to use my top 5 most popular videos to share a story with you. Let's work our way up from number 5. Unboxing my 2018 Santa Cruz Nomad. Prior to this video, my YouTube channel was basically for sharing stuff with friends and family. Now, this video has 62 comments as of today, but 2 of those comments from back then really stood out to me. Good video, but can the music just talk? El video sería más agradable sin ver su cara. Now that one really hurt. That translated into English means the video would be a whole lot more pleasant without having to look at your face. They stung a bit. Basically, what I took away from those 2 comments was that I needed to command the camera with speech and confidence. And that's easier said than done. Coming in at number 4 was a follow-up video, Santa Cruz Nomad Bike Check. Talking into the camera was painful and unnatural. It's been about a month since I got my 2018 Santa Cruz Nomad, and after 60 plus miles or so, I think I got it dialed in just right. And so I think this is a perfect time to do a follow-up to my other video on the unboxing of this bike, as well as the first ride.
This is max headroom. Max headroom.
I was getting some pretty good engagement, but that also meant that more was being expected of me. People were looking at me for advice, for know-how and expertise. But I was a noob at both biking and YouTube. It was exciting, but the pressure started to build up some. But for the sake of the bigger message, let's move on and jump to number 2, why I decided to sell my Nomad. This is a video that I hesitated to make public. In fact, I prayed for a number of days before making it and releasing it. This was a personal matter.
And just like that, she was gone. My dream bike was on her way to a new home.
Usually the first question we get when we put up our bike for sale is, what are you gonna get next? And there's nothing wrong with that question.
Also, in that other video, many of you left some great recommendations for which bikes I should buy next. And in all honesty, I think I looked at all of them.
Except that that's not always the case. But more on that in a minute.
Now back to the beginning and the question of why I sold my Nomad. The answer? For this. Making memories.
There you go.
But it's really so much more than bike riding. It's about spending quality time with my son, doing something we both enjoy.
Look behind you, make sure there's nobody coming.
Bonding and teaching him valuable life lessons.
Let me tell you about my biggest takeaway from this video. I learned that YouTube was a platform not limited to entertainment and instructional videos. This video, actually, to be more accurate, the response to the video let me know that people are open to learning and growing in a more personal, much deeper way. And so I discovered what the path forward looked like for my channel. Let's jump to what continues to be my #1 most popular video. I made this video back in December of 2017. It was at the beginning of what's been a long but necessary healing process. A sort of shuffling the cards, setting things in the correct priority. Up until December of 2017, I saw myself as a success story.
You're not 14 anymore, that's true. But you're not 74 either. You can still learn how to jump. You can still get the most out of every ride. You can take your riding to a whole different level. This is my story, and I hope that you found it useful. I hope that it motivated you to go out and ride harder. Try something different. What's your story?
In hindsight now, I can tell you that I was gradually growing a sense of pride inside that eventually caught up with me, which is why I sold my Nomad. It was part of that process. And now to wrap up my top 5 most popular videos, coming in at #3, New Bike Day 2018 Commensalmeda, which was a continuation to my story on why I sold my Nomad.
So any minute now, delivery guy is gonna pull up, FedEx truck. He's gonna deliver my brand new bike today. So that's pretty exciting. Can't wait for this bike to get here. And once it does, we'll unbox it, put it together, and I'll show you guys that.
As I got the idea for making this video, I sat down and I watched each of these 5 videos again, and a couple of things came to mind. #1 is that I'm a sucker for stories. I love storytelling. And the second thing is that, well, this is my story, and as I look back at each of these videos and remember where I was in life at those particular times, I've learned so much along the way, which brings me to the bigger message. We are living in crazy, unprecedented times. If you don't take anything away from it, I hope that you remember this, because this is the bigger message. This is the big idea. With the extra time that we now have, I encourage you to use it to rethink your life, to examine, to look deep within at where you are today, what path you've been on, and most importantly, if you continue on this path, where will you end up? And 2 years from now, is that the story you want to tell? And if it's not, then make the necessary changes starting today. The story you tell 2 years from now is entirely up to you. And so I leave you with that. As always, thank you for watching. And until next time, be safe and God bless.